Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CBAY. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to use this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where this green line here is coming from at 590. And that was a very important level of support. I'm not going to beat that dead horse. If you're curious, you can just go back and watch a video from July 17th in the archive. But this was a very, very pivotal moment. And when the price opened up all the way down here, things were not looking good at all. And from the storybook perspective, it was not a good sign for the bulls. But to give the bulls full credit, what an absolutely monster move and great bounce that ensued ever since the opening bell. So, I mean, the lowest of the day was where it opened because, the price just spent the remainder of the day heading back upwards. So, from where things started with a gap down and all that to where it ended, a very nice day on the bulls' part. Nobody can take anything away from that. As far as levels of support, $5.90 still remains that key overall area of support. Again, I'm not going to beat the dead horse on why that's the case. If you're curious, you can just go back and watch the video from the 17th. But that's still the overall level of support. Near term, though, there's a couple new areas of support, and this is what I would call the ideal level. I mean, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? And that would be if the price can stay up above $6.65. Now, if the price falls below it, by no means am I implying that the entire chart's ruined or anything like that. But yeah, if the price can stay up above $6.65, that would certainly be the best case scenario. And this all actually comes from a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance, and you can see right here, 665 definitely acted as resistance a couple of times, are broken. You want to see them act as support. So it was broken, and then you fast forward to the late afternoon, and you can see it is now acting as support right there. So a great example there that you could throw into a textbook as an example of resistances turning into support. But again, the price falls below 665. Everything's not ruined because you do still have that overall level of support being the $5.90 mark, that green line right there. Now, what about areas of resistance? If this is going to continue to fight upwards, where are some of these battlegrounds at? In the very near term, the key level, I think that's where the price, nope, not quite. Right up there at $7. You can see a lot of price congestion right around the $7 area. It was essentially the highs from this afternoon, and then there was some price congestion right there. After $7, it's basically a miniature blue sky breakout, as the next levels of resistance wouldn't be until where the party stopped yesterday, and that was up there, well above the $7.50 mark, $7.75. But before we start talking about $7.75, bulls first got to get above $7. But again, very impressive day on the bulls' part, no doubt about it. It was a crazy strong bounce. Now things just transition to the question of, can the bulls continue to build upon this momentum? We shall see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.